2 Cube for You 3x3x4 DIY, 1 WitEden Super 3x3, 1 miter box and saw, fine grit and rough grit sandpaper, 1 star head screwdriver, random amount of super glue. First, take WitEden Super 3x3 and peel stickers off. Next, dismantle WitEden Super 3x3 cube. Pull up cord and look for the 2 stems that look like they are fastened to the center and take them off. Inside stem you will see inner ring. Cut at this point. Use miter saw and cut on a straight angle. Look at your piece to make sure it is cut straight. If it is not, use sandpaper. Sand down on heavy grit and then on light grit. Dump out both Cube for You 3x3x4 bags. Locate corner pieces and corner piece caps. Glue in corner caps if necessary. Locate edge piece and edge piece caps. Glue in edge piece caps if necessary. Cut off stems of 8 corner pieces. Cut off stems of 10 edge pieces and sand all pieces down. Glue WitEden Super 3x3 inside stems onto Cube for You 3x3x4 corner pieces. Glue WitEden inside edge stems onto Cube for You 3x3x4 edge pieces. Let corner pieces dry. Let edge pieces dry. Glue 2 WitEden center caps onto remaining 2 pieces. You should now have assembled 8 corner pieces, 8 edge pieces, and 2 center pieces. Arrange them like a miniature army. Don't be a noob. Use rubiks on your core. Assemble custom corner pieces with WitEden corner pieces. Assemble custom edge pieces with WitEden edge pieces. Put pieces back in formation, assembling army once again. Assemble cube and make sure all layers are working properly. Sticker up that bad boy and have some pride in your puzzle making skills. Enjoy your puzzle.
Okay guys, we'll get on to the review of this. Now, I really hope that you guys don't think that what I did in the beginning here was a tutorial. It was just sort of, I filmed a bit when I was making it, so I figured I'd make a little bit of a video out of it for you guys. If you want to know how to make one of these, click this link right here and it'll take you right to the guy's page that I learned how to do it from. Now, I did use a WitEden 3x3 super version, so it's got the circle here and the circle there, and 2 Cube for You 3x3x4s. You can do it with just 1 and another Rubik's Cube. However, then you'd need epoxy sculpt, and I have no experience with that, so I just figured I'd pay the extra money and get the extra cube. And plus, I've got more cubies now. I've got extra ones because I had 2 3x3x4s in case I ever need another one. This puzzle did turn out very, very well, better than I thought it would. I've never done a full mod like this before, so it turns extremely well. Like, I have absolutely no problems. However, I did use rubiks in it, and it makes it turn a little bit better. So it is a fully functional, which means that all the pieces will move, and these ones can go, and these ones can go. So here's our checkerboard pad, and so basically, if you ever seen one before that was really cheap online, it was probably just that these pieces were glued onto the top and making an extended 3x3 and not a fully functional 3x3x5. And I didn't want to get one of those. I've been waiting for quite a while to find a tutorial on how to make these, because you could buy them online before, but they were very, very expensive and a little too much more than I would like to pay for them. So I found this tutorial, and maybe about $30 I got to make this cube. Okay, let's get on to the specs of this. Let's see how well it corner cuts. I haven't really checked it out yet. So we'll do the top layer first. We'll go half a cubie, and it can cut half a cubie. Yeah, around half. Let's try these second layers. No, I didn't expect it to cut very well on those ones. The WitEden doesn't cut too well. Nope. Okay, let's try the sideways. Well, that cuts pretty well. Let's try the sideways on the end here. Wow, that cuts very well. I don't want to cut it too far though, because like I said, they're just super glued on, as you saw, and I don't want to risk snapping one. But that's what the extra pieces I have it for are, I guess. For all of you out there that are not familiar with a fully functional 3x3x5, you might be surprised to know that it's not just a scramble like this, but you can actually shape shift the puzzle when you're done doing that. So we're going to give an example here. Let's just finish scrambling this puzzle. I've been playing with this thing a lot. It's really, really fun. It's, you know, if I had to throw away all of my puzzles except for one, I would be keeping this one just because I made it and I feel pretty good about it. So I do suggest that you go out and make one. All right, so here we've got a pretty good cuboid scramble. Now we're going to shape shift it. And it moves very easily. I think I might even tighten it a little bit because it is a little bit loose. But I found on the WitEden 3x3, Super 3x3, that it is, it's either loose or it's too tight. So there's a happy medium, and I have had it there before, but it just goes back loose again. I have to tighten it up. I don't know if I'm stripping the screws, but I guess we'll find out in time. All right, so there we have a sufficient scramble. So it's still easy for me to know which way is what, because this center and this center don't move. And well, I guess none of them really move. So you can still look at it like a 3x3, right? Here's white, and then there's the blue in the center. And if white's on the bottom and blue's in front, I know that red is on the right. So I'm gonna solve this thing and give you a bit of my strategy for it. So what I want is I want a cross on the bottom, but it doesn't have to be white. I can put any one I want there. So let's put these in just like that. So I'm looking for a cross. I also want like an F2L done, but I want to pay attention more to these pieces that are beside. I want to finish the middle layer. And so when I think of a bottom piece, I'm looking for these pieces that have two that actually stick out. These are the ones that shape shift a cube. So we're gonna insert another one here, and we're gonna insert another one here. So now these two are free to move. So we can see that this red and blue is already in place. So we're gonna look for another one. Here's an orange and blue. So because blue is on this side, I know from the beginner's method how to insert this, and that'll give us our orange and blue. So now we have our green and red. Turn it away from red. Insert that. And now this one is backwards. So we're just gonna fix it and put it in. Okay, so now you can see that we have the middle layer completely solved. And what you're left with on top here is OLL cases. Now I don't know all my OLLs, so I'm just going to do a 2-look OLL. But you could, if you knew all the PLLs or OLLs, to use them. Well, that was the wrong thing to do. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so now it's this one. And that'll get us back into our cuboid form. So now we want a piece under each of these colors. So the blue's already in. Let's get an orange in there. There's an orange in the back. And we can't just flip it over and put an orange, green down, because it's gonna flip these two as well. So we gotta get that out of the way and then put it in and put it back. And now our red. Now we wanna get in these corner pieces. So we're gonna look for the green and red. We just go here and there it is. So I have an algorithm for that and it puts it in. However, it does create parity here. So I'm going to get rid of that. It's going to flip this every time I put another piece in. So let's see, there's the piece for that. All right, now orange and blue. So I know this is the orange and blue. You can see that there's another one here. So how would you know which one it is? Well, because it's opposite colors. The blue is on the orange side and the orange is on the blue side. That way I know that when I flip it, it goes in there. Now let's get the last one in. Okay, from this case, sometimes you'll find a PLL case in the top, and then you can perform it. You would shapeshift while you're doing it, but in this case I can't because I can see that this is a parity case. So what I'm going to do is fix all my corners first. Oh, there we go. And now we just have to swap these two. And of course, we've got parity, as you can see, so I'm just going to fix that. Okay, so now we're going to create a cross on the bottom. So I know that red goes here. Put the red there, put it back. Orange is on this side. Green is here. And blue is here. So now, as you can see, we've got our cross on the bottom. Now, just like we were putting in these pieces when we had the middle done, we are going to do the same with the cross. So let's put the green and red piece here with the white up, and just spin the green and red piece here. Every time we do this, we will create parity though. See, now we flip this, but that is in place. So blue and orange, orange and blue, orange and green, blue and red. Okay, so we did not have parity, but we might run into parity when we fix this top. So again, on this top layer here, you cannot use a PLL case. You have to solve it like a cuboid. So I'm going to fix the corners first. And now I'm going to swap these two. And we have created parity, but that's okay because we only have to do it one more time, which should take that parity out. And I have finished a 3x3x5. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that if you build this puzzle, just messing around with it makes these centers pop off sometimes. Like they're very loose on a WitEden 3x3x3 super version, and they pop off a lot. So what I did is I cut a piece of square paper that was exactly the same size as the piece that's going into, and then I popped that on, and it created a little bit, paper between the pieces, and tighten it up a bit. So now it doesn't come off. And sometimes these do come off too, the edge pieces. You wouldn't think so because I super glued them. However, I didn't super glue the caps onto the piece, so the piece can still come out. And the reason I did that was because if it's going to pop, I would rather this pop off and leave the stem in the cap. That way I can just pop this piece back in than having the actual thing break on me, and I don't have another stem, so I didn't want that to happen. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed my 3x3x5. I do hope that you get the products and build one yourself. Again, at the end of this video, you will be linked to a tutorial on how to build it and the unboxing for the pieces that I had. All right guys, I'll see you on my next video.